Well, okay. I guess we're back in Mystery Lake. Lake gunshots. I found a note with some details on possible forest talker activity around Mystery Lake. We need to come back here, of course, to complete the best defense, and I think that's where we're going to go. There's a cache up here. There's a cache over here. Alright, let's go talk to Jeremiah, the old trapper. We'll stay the night at his place, I think, since it's getting to be nighttime, or it is nighttime. And then we will probably take a break from helping him, since he's not in a life-threatening position anymore. We need to spend a little time looking for Astrid, and honestly, solving some of the mysteries of this place. It's called Mystery Lake, after all. We do have a side quest to take a deer. We are rather overburdened, but I think if I see a deer, we'll try and get it. There was one up here not too long ago. Wow, yeah, our stamina's really at half. I guess I can see why we need our stamina to be full for climbing. Because our aiming, our sprinting, all of it seems to be capped by the amount of energy we have, minus whatever we are wearing for clothing. Except for the full-on blizzard that we were outside during, just outside of the Hydro Dam, I don't think we've been cold once. I'm thinking about leaving some of our heavier clothes behind when we go back to the office. We'll see how it feels once we've dropped all these pelts we're carrying. We also need to keep a watchful eye for the aurora. Clearly it's not every night. This night doesn't have an aurora. But we're not going to be able to get into the aurora hatch without one, I suspect. It is called the aurora hatch. both of our snares have been tripped.
This stuff will come in handy.
I think we'll just take them with us.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Did you find it?
The legend might be bunk, but the spear is real.
Maybe the legend is also real. Let's hope so, for your sake.
Yeah, the bear is definitely tracking me. You have any luck with the radio?
I did. Did you see the lights in the night sky, the aurora? Well, when that flared up, the radio came to life. Just lit up, started spitting out noise, but it was all gibberish. Bits and pieces of things. Music, talking. I think it needs more range, a more powerful signal. If we could find a way to boost the signal strength when the aurora is active, we might be able to get a message out.
Let me guess. You have an idea.
You're starting to get it, Mackenzie. I was digging through some old geological survey maps.
Those look like military insignia stamped on there.
Focus, Mackenzie! Now, this survey shows a series of radio transponder towers that cross back and forth across Great Bear.
Now, why would those be there?
Good question. But for another time. We can use these.
How?
Each tower has some electronics that'd serve like a signal booster to make sure the message gets to the next relay.
Okay.
Well, you get me 2, maybe 3 of those, and I might just be able to rig us up our own signal booster.
You might, huh? And I guess I need to do this while old Bear decides if I'm going to become the next chapter in his legend?
Don't be silly. Spence's bear would be long gone by now. That was 150 years ago.
Maybe he has, I don't know, genetic memory.
Ridiculous idea. But there's definitely a bear out there, and he's definitely interested in you. You'll just have to take your chances.
Says the guy safely inside the wooden cabin.
Damn it! You think I want to be in here? I need to get a message out, and this might be the only way.
What message? What does this have to do with me contacting my friend?
There's more at stake than you and your friend! Please, Mackenzie, get me those boosters. I'll fix the radio, and the first call we'll make will be to Perseverance Mills. I promise.
Okay, I'm on it. I'll be back with the transponder parts.
Watch your back, Mackenzie.
What do I have to worry about? I have a legendary 150-year-old demon bear hungry for my blood. Bullets don't stop him, but I'm armed with basically a medieval weapon, which I'm sure will do the trick. I'm stuck in this winter wasteland where lights in the sky make the power flicker and electronics explode, and the only people I seem to meet are all slightly crazy. And this is all after I crashed my plane deep in the wilderness and somehow lost my ex-wife along the way, and I'd really kind of like to find her back.
Don't forget about the wolves.
Let's get on with it.
Don't forget about the wolves. All right, well, it's a good point. Don't forget about the wolves. All right, we did actually gain a little energy back, actually. Let's butcher some rabbits. All right, so an hour and 24 minutes. It's the same amount. Nice. And we'll be able to fix that anytime we want. So the plane will remain a memory. Very small rabbits here. How about this guy? Nope, still pretty small. Okay. Well, let's drop the... Oh, I guess we should carry all the pelts back with us to the other place, right? What a mess. Okay. Let's cook up some of this rabbit. Okay. We have 27 minutes or so. What about taking apart our rabbit skin mitts? How's the harvest time on that? 10 minutes. How many others did I bring? Those are the fresh ones. That's 2 more rabbit pelts. Rabbit skin hat. 3 out of 3 and 1 cured gut. We can do that. I believe I still have a cured gut in here. Somewhere. We don't. We had 1 left. And we used it to make the snare. Alright, can we disassemble one of the snares that we brought in? Right, these are all fresh, right? Okay. Just the wood. We don't get the gut back. Well. Good to know. I wish he had some, cured gut in here. I don't think that we left any at the other location, but we're gonna have to check. Now, if I remember one of those loading screens right, it said that raw food was what was attracting the wolves. And the bears, and the everything else. I am going to drop all of our raw pelts and everything right now, because at least they will be curing overnight. We'll pick them up and we'll take them with us, of course. But for the moment, everything can just stay there in a giant pile. Little fresh rabbit. A little bit of fresh water. I mean, it might as well be doing it, right? Alright, what else do we have for clothing? These are pretty terrible. No, they're not. Never mind. Those are wool socks, not athletic socks. Kind of thinking we don't necessarily need the ski gloves, but they provide the same amount of warmth as the gauntlets. They just, are twice the weight because they don't offer the same protection. Alright. Let's take them. We'll take all of our bullets. We'll take our whetstone. We have a pot that's there, so I'm not worried about that. We'll take this. Flares are fine. We'll leave the food for now. Medical supplies are not heavy, so we're taking everything. We're already going to be overloaded after all, so we might as well take a bunch of stuff with us. And this is where I get iffy. We'll be leaving the fuel behind. So fresh rabbit does make you thirsty. Good to know. Looks like we still have a little left behind. Good, good. Alright, what else do we have over here? Nothing in there that I can have. I'm tempted to take the storm lantern and just disassemble it for fuel and for light.
What have we here?
It's got half a liter. Alright, what else ought we take, anyway? I don't really care about the accelerant, I don't care about that. We only have cedar firewood. We'll take the cloth. We'll leave the coal. I'll take the feathers. I still suspect we'll be able to come back for a whole lot of this stuff, so I'm not terribly worried about it. I wish there was a way to get these all at the exact same level of decay so that I could carry a big stack of those matches. Alright. Let me look at all of your firewood and stuff here. None of it's fur, is it? Well, good to know. So while that continues to cook, let's take a look at our clothing. This needs to be repaired. We can spare the cloth for it. 51 minutes. 19 minutes until melted. You know, actually, I think we can do it. I don't think the water will boil away. Yep. And that is unsafe water. Wow. It's still not done. Okay. How are we on our tools? Well repaired, cannot repair. Good condition. We can repair the gun a little more, but this is really light. I'd like to save it. Let's sharpen our axe a little. Now that we have a knife that I'm not too worried about dulling, I'm fine for using the whetstone to sharpen up our axe. The water changes pitch whenever it's ready. Okay. We are in good condition, tired, but that's fine. 2% cured already. Let's sleep for 6 hours. I don't know how long we have to sleep to fill our entire meter. We were just under half, so 6 hours is about half of it. So that makes sense. 12 hours would completely replenish us, I think. 7% cured.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, we are really quite overloaded, aren't we? That'll make it a real challenge to deal with any sort of wolves or whatever. But we would only have to take one trip. We can probably ditch or drink our water. So let's eat, let's drink. Actually, There's just a little sliver of the meat. I guess we'll eat it. It's only 30 calories. Pork and beans is... Huh. So peanut butter is 1,800 calories per full kilo. This is 2,400 per full kilo. So this is less efficient. How's our food? Well, we don't need that many calories. Let's drink. We have coffee, which is good. We have energy bars, which is good. We are well and overloaded. Let's see if we can reload our storm lantern. Oh, we had that other storm lantern. That's part of the problem right there. Look how much it weighs. An hour. That's fine. It's already full. Okay, yeah. There's not a lot extra. We are going to make a long, slow trip. I mean, we could take apart these socks. We're gonna get cloth. It's 0.2 kilos for this. How much does one piece of cloth weigh? Half. Okay, so we got half, but we're 12 kilograms over. That is 24 pounds over. All right. Pardon me, old timer. We are seriously thinking this might be a bad idea. Did you hide a candy bar in there? You did. Look at him. All right. I am going to brew another cup of coffee. Just so we will take a little warmth with us, we'll take a little energy with us. How are we for our 1757? We can get up to like 2,400. So that means we're about 700 calories down. I could eat one of these, but they're so light that I don't really want to. Let's just hang on to it. Let's drink. And stop. Gotta leave us a little bit of thirst so we can drink the coffee. And then we will head for our new home. No offense here, buddy, but I want my own place. Plus, I think we're leaving out through the dam. And this keeps us right on the railroad tracks instead of coming over here. It's almost the same distance from the tunnel, really. And it gets us closer and in the middle of a lot of quests that we're already looking at. So, fatigue reduced. Let's begin the long walk. I guess we will not go for the, you know, we're going back the same way that we did before, right? It is smarter to go like this. But we know this is a pretty safe path. We've walked it multiple times, never run into any problems, and then we'll follow the railroad tracks up. We've brought a bunch of food, which is good, because walking at this level of overload is going to tax our calorie reserves pretty significantly. At least it's a pretty nice day for travel. Sort of reminded of Fallout 4 here, where we are well and truly loaded up. I really wonder what those crows are on about. I think we've seen it, though. I think it's just a deer corpse. Let's come up on top of this hill and we should be able to see. They're right there. Can't really tell, but we can't really spare the weight. If it's not a deer... If it's a person that died out there on that lake. Ah, crap. We're gonna go look. Old bear, please stay away. Max's last stand.
I could use this.
One rifle cartridge. And a hatchet that's not in great condition. Well, Max, I don't know what was going on, but... sorry. Ultimately worth it, I think. How are we for calories? 16, 18. Peanut butter's 900. We need to lose a little more first. I suppose we could eat it now and there would be leftover peanut butter. Expired, fatigue reduced. We'll want some more coffee here in a moment. I suspect we'll encounter a wolf along the railroad tracks. We have every time that we've traversed that area. But we were able to avoid him last time by staying on the far side of the tracks, and we'll try that again. Peanut butter. I think I'll switch to the flare gun. We can literally just fire a flare at our feet if a wolf rushes us. We don't need to kill the wolf. I'm really enjoying this track, but look over there. We're not going for it, but I wish I could mark on my map. Just a little further.
It will lead you back to me.